Africa, the continent with the greatest biodiversity on Earth. Beckoning for centuries to travelers and adventurers, she lures us in with her scenery, her wildlife, and her beauty. But alas, these are modern times. Our beautiful continent no longer balanced. Fast-growing human populations and ever-expanding cities threaten to swallow these beautiful scenes. Hungry mouths threaten to consume her resources, and human greed threatens to push some species to the very brink of extinction. But there is hope. We have our conservationists, the protectors of our wildlife and our wild places. In modern times, the greatest conservationists of all are those who give wildlife value. Many of the well-meaning lovers of wildlife and conservationists are unwittingly voting against the balance and well-being of the wildlife they love so much. Indeed, if left unchecked, unmanaged and unprotected, it will be the tribal people of Africa who decide the fate of the wildlife, all of which will be used to fill stomachs and pockets until there is none left. This is a short journey, a final cry, a conservationist's cry.
Kumsena ta thukomela metina ka ta kaihu
ngiskar ko si kaiti ngitsam ika mut kwate ga koisar ko kama mutai ga kwatsam ko
kaise meti kuna tia ju kwate kama ma kwate kia tuma kwate kama na kasam ta kabahu na ti ana kait ka huan
kai ko ngira me kair ko ngir ika kabandum kar ko kai kahore ingir ko kai kar ko kayam ko to ba kai du
ko ko atia ku kaya ku atia si kama ha
타세 domangska 타세 koitama kama koitama kuru kama 타세 koitama kama sito kama semto te ko ka to chaka ka kung ka ti ga ko ka to chaka ka tum ka ko to ka kung ka sa ti ka kako kate kucha kama I kam kate kako kansi kain sa ngai o ka kausi kuma ka ko cha ka tu ka kuma ka ko
"21 years ago, we released 17 lion into this 850,000 acre conservancy. Today we have over 500 lion. The lion hunting has generated over $1 million of revenue, and that's what it takes to run a park like this, which is surrounded by a 450-kilometer fence with over 400 employees. It's a perfect example of how they have managed to sustain a wildlife area and have knock-on benefits for the community around it. We have 28 collared lion here, and I've had predatory researchers based here doing research over the last almost decade. It looks like there's a bleak future for the research because we will no longer be able to afford to continue this research and maintain those collars if we're not getting the revenue from the hunting. This is the king of the beasts, and it's one of the few properties in Africa where their population is still expanding. Free-ranging population that is very important to the future of lion and their footprint in Africa, and it's in jeopardy at the moment.
Megulenzerililo garagamo iturugi zumba yoga mali rukumo wale rukulie neduli hode na udo eragide masumbarang tangara gana na yedu eragode ralo gara wanga nyabe ndo garu enna habe ubir nole ranga irogi sida kagoro hirara da unolongi megulelio homera nalen ogoldo airu merira ramuranga saha ore nyalo ben bila nani onaro nosero nedi iruranga za hatokol anare lidage nara irungel merira raljang tokol nedi loidi goishi nokoloro ne kolisiruai kunyi agere nagrara na lodonyo analo enkarin nedi ore nara rendo ngole na iwana wana leng liganja wanyamo aura gola gore baya gola aro dene we na ora ore mera duanga merira nya na wa mudanga saha.
Namibia is a wonderful country with all the wildlife and the opportunity that we have to own the land and own the wildlife. That's the wonderful part about it. You know, the hunters come in and spend a lot of money here to make it possible for us to convert from cattle land, convert it back into a wonderful wildlife ranch where we could reintroduce all the wildlife that was here before. Game doesn't destroy the land like the domestic stock. They live with the land, and instead of overgraze it and really destroy the land, game is very sustainable. Hunting in Namibia is slowly becoming one of the biggest resources in Namibia. Through sustainable hunting and utilization of the game, it has just worked wonderful for Namibia, and it's grown by the year, and it's a great resource for the government, for the people, the animals. Everyone is benefiting out of that.
These properties in South Africa from the early 90s, people started converting old cattle farms into game ranches. In those days, they estimated that there were about 600,000 animals in South Africa, and today they estimate that there are between 16 and 20 million animals on these reserves. It's had a tremendous increase in biodiversity, and all this has been made possible by the huge influx of hunters' dollars. A few of these animals have to die. to support the others. If we hope to conserve these areas and we hope to preserve the wildlife, we will have to continue hunting. There is just absolutely no other way. This is my life and livelihood. Without hunters' dollars, this would not be possible.
I wonder if anybody stopped and asked the stakeholders if it was okay to hate them, and to hate hunting, and in fact to stop hunting. I wonder if anybody asked the bushmen, who relied on those hunters' dollars and conservation initiatives. I wonder if anybody asked the rancher, who dedicated his life to re-establishing wildlife across his land, the man who has invested everything he has into wildlife. I wonder if anybody asked the concessionaire, who puts a large proportion of his earnings into anti-poaching, building schools, supporting clinics, educating the local populations. Did anybody ask them if it was okay to hate hunting? Did anybody research the effects that closure of hunting would have?
Kwa tira ho tama.
Go ka atega wala fene ka o ka be kwa se ko khwa ka kama wa tega go khaite na khaskhai kwana au ta.
With the closure of hunting across Africa, so will stop the dollars flowing into wildlife economies brought by visiting hunters. Dollars that stop poaching. Dollars that protect wildlife, that provide jobs, that educate communities. These are dollars that enable true conservation, giving wildlife value. Yes, indeed, these images represent the harsh reality, the destiny of our wildlife when there's no money to protect it. When it's your chance to vote, will you vote for the wildlife and the people of Africa? People whose very lives are invested in wildlife? Or will you vote for the popular misconceptions spawned by social media that's generated by the city-dwelling people of the First World?